received the much awaited news for SoFi, which was the bank charter, and I have gone over in my past videos regarding how bank charter will help SoFi give back more to its members. And now, since we have the clear path on how SoFi is going to benefit from the bank charter, all the analysts are coming out, revising their price target and giving their bullish thesis. But before we dive into some analyst price target and also my opinion on SoFi's price target in the coming months, let's take a look at the SoFi stock and what kind of trade we had on SoFi today. So right off the bat, when we started to trade this morning, we faced some price rejection and there were some large red candles that came out. This is what you call profit taking, and then throughout the day, price tried to recover, but then it was pushed back slowly. Then it tried hard to climb back up a bit, giving up some of the gains when I'm recording this video around 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon EST, and right now the price is trading about 14.05, so it has stayed in that range. So now let me share my screen and kind of go over a few things that happened today with SoFi. So pay attention here right now. This is the chart of SoFi when I'm recording this video right here, 1394 when I took the screenshot. Right now the price is about 1407, and as you can see, we started off above 1440 range or 1450 range right here at this range, and then as soon as we started to trade, we saw some large red candles right here when the market opened, and then after that it continued in this range for a long time, and then we got some green push right here at around, I would say, 12 o'clock, and after that the price took up or went up a little bit, and then after that it still struggled to maintain that range of about $14 and about 1380 to about 1420. It was trading in between that range. So now, after about an hour and a half, the whole market turned red, starting from Dow, then followed by S&P, then followed by Nasdaq. And when the whole market was turning red, which is the story these days every day, there were a few interesting things happened with SoFi. So by around 11 a.m. today, we had over 132,000 call options that were traded and about 25,000 put options that were traded. And this is about 7 times intraday average. And here are a few interesting ones. So right here, as you can see, these are all the contracts for SoFi Technologies. And I took the screenshot around 2:30, so you can see around 2:34 going all the way to about 9:34 in the morning. All of them, or majority of them, are calls. That means people are more bullish. That's why about 132,000 call options by 11 o'clock and about 25,000 put options by 11 o'clock that has traded. So majority of the call are very short term right here. 21st Jan, which is of course in few days, then 18th Feb, then 21st Jan, then March, Jan, 18th January 2024. So one of the big one that I noticed over here was 20th Jan 2023 right here. We had about 1,500 call options that were traded right here, as you can see, for $25 call. So somebody is betting that by January 2023, SoFi will be $25, and they're betting about 1,500 calls or about $262,000 for the total cost. And then as you can see, we continue with the call. Very few put over here. We have 11th March 17.5 put right here. Of all this page, I only see one put, which is right here. Then some of the trades that took place yesterday was also very interesting. So yesterday at about 11 o'clock, we had some interesting trades where we had about 800 calls that were traded, around 800 or about 700 or so calls traded, which was around $12.50 for January 2023. So of course, this was someone who knew something that was taking place, and that's why they were betting so heavy on SoFi. I have not seen that much volume on SoFi where they were coming out and trading like thousands of contracts, but of course right after the charter we can see 1,500 contracts got traded. So somebody is really bullish, and I told you that usually the funds or the hedge funds or the institutions do not jump right back in the next day after a major news. They kind of wait until we get cleared out with this whole noise, and then they will come back in. So this is for the price movement, and now let's look at few interesting price targets and updates given by the analyst. And as a gentle reminder, please click on the like button and consider subscribing, and for more in-depth conversations, please join our Patreon and Discord. Links are in the description below. Okay, coming back to the analyst. So let me share a screenshot from before, then I will share a screenshot from today, and you will see the stark difference that we have here. Okay, so this is a screenshot of the analyst right here that I took in my previous video. So it is from before right here. We have about 9 analysts covering the stock, as you can see right here, and their 12-month price target is about $23.75, and we have about 7 analysts, those who are saying buy. We have about 2 analysts, those who are saying hold, and then we have 0, those who are saying it's a sell. So out of those, if you pay attention over here, we had some 24, 23, 25, 28, and the lowest we had was 1650, which was given in September of 2021, and all the November ones were about in 20s range. Then I took a screenshot at the end of December, and we can see we have about 9 analysts covering the stock, and we have about 8 of those 9s given over here. And if you pay attention over here, we have none of the 1650s. 1650s were gone, and I had mentioned in my previous video that there is no 1650 anymore. Everybody's price target is in their 20s and 30s and higher 20s right here, and some low 20s as we can see over here. Then this is now. So this is just most recent, and as you can see, we have 11 of 11 analysts that I'm going to show you right here. And as you can see, the price target, still the buy ratio is about 72.7% are saying buy. Before, about 77.8% were saying buy right here. And we have about 8 analysts, those who are saying buy. We have about 27.3 analysts or percent of analysts, which is 3 analysts that are saying it's a hold. And we have 0 analysts, they are saying it's a sell. So the 12-month price target in December, we had about $23.75, which is 12-month forward from that point. And now the 12-month price target right here is $21.23. This is consensus, this is average. Still about 56% return potential. At that time, it was about 62% return potential, but I'm not complaining for those puny percentage right here. But take a look over here at what happened to the percentages, or what happened to the price targets. So if you pay attention, majority of the analysts are coming back and now giving a price target of $16, $16, $17, $18. Before, if you notice, we didn't had any $16 over here at the end of December. Everybody was so bullish and everybody was giving these 20s and higher 20s price target. But now they are giving these lower, I would say higher teens, 17, 16, 16. So we had about 1, 2, 3, 4 analysts out of 11 are saying it's going to be in teens. And then we have about $20 price target. We have 2 $20 price target. Then we have 22, and we have only 1 for 30 and only 1 for 28. Rest all is in basically lower 20s, and we have 1 in 26. So majority of the analysts are saying that we are going to be in upper teens, lower 20s, under 25 range is what they're saying over here as their price target. Now, we have established that analysts are coming out, of course, and giving their bullish predictions of SoFi. But their bullish predictions are a lot more conservative as compared to before. The landscape of the market has changed. The one-time high flying names are now touching the bottom, and there is no end in sight on when the sector will recover. So here's my opinion on SoFi's price target by the end of 2022. I think we are done with one of the catalysts for SoFi, which was the bank charter, and I'm now fully focused on Q4 numbers and also Q1 2022 guidance, because in my opinion, that is a much bigger catalyst than the charter news, especially for institutions, especially for hedge funds. Looking at the current landscape, and if we don't see another 10% drop in NASDAQ, I will feel confident about a $22 to $25 price target for SoFi by the end of 2022. I'll be looking to buy calls on SoFi for April 2023 for a $15 strike. When we see some red in the market in the coming days, I'm thinking about executing. I'm not too sure because these days everything just changes so quickly. I have not been doing much trades. I just sold some covered calls for this Friday to take advantage of the momentum. But other than that, I'm not doing much and waiting for a rotation, which I really hope it does happen soon. I hope I provided some value, and if you liked the video, then give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. And for more breaking news and in-depth conversations, consider joining our Patreon and Discord. Links are in the description below. As always, a pleasure to share all of this with everyone. Until next time, you all have a sparkling day.